I thought it was my obligation to do something. It was a crisis. Something had to be done right now. And if it wasn't done right now, then everything was lost. And these were my buddies. In a similar situation, if the roles were reversed, they would have done the same for me. We were all in it together. We all had to defeat the enemy, and we all had to take care of each other.
You know, ultimately, the easiest way of talking about a moment of valor in the context of the Medal of Honor is, and we're all going to say it, we were merely doing our jobs, because we were ultimately doing our jobs. But one of the most incredible things about doing your job in the US military is it's the same thing that anyone you served with would have done if they were called upon to do so. The fact that you were called upon to do so and that it was seen, witnessed, recorded, documented, and submitted as an award doesn't mean that those types of acts of valor aren't happening constantly. Or, more importantly, that when called upon to do so, though fortunately not often, any service member would do the same thing that I did. So, in a way, those acts of valor, they're not incredible in the sense that they're normal within the intent of what we want to be as a soldier.
Yeah, I mean, when I think back on that day and why I did what I did, I mean, really all I was trying to do was just keep up with everybody around me. You know, I could look around at all these kids, you know, 19, 20, 21 years old. You know, I was wounded, the other leader was wounded, and everybody was fighting back with everything that they had. And, you know, there was never a point in a firefight where I was ever saying, you know, I'm here fighting for my country. It was whoever was to my left and my right, regardless of who they were, that's why I was fighting.
My youngest son, who's now 20, wrote a paper a couple of years ago for his school, and he was writing about the word hero. And I always thought about that, how hard it would be for a child seeing their parent called hero all the time, and thinking that you'd have to live up to those standards, or that you'll never amount to being that same title. And when I read his paper, I was taken away, because he said a hero is only in the moment. And he did a lot of research on it, and he said that that is only the one moment in a person's life that they become a hero. But that, I tell him, I said, it's like in that movie Sandlot though. I said, I'm trying to be a legend, because heroes are only in the moment, but legends live forever, because they continue to do those heroic actions as often as they can. And I tell people, just like the president said at my ceremony when he said, the heroes are all around us. What I think he meant by that was, you don't have to be given accolades or given recognition even to be a hero to somebody. It could be as simple as listening to their problems when they're having a difficult time, helping them out with a difficult task. And that we could all be our heroes to somebody else, because that's where heroes are derived from. They come from us, the people. And we put them up on high shoulders because they've done something great. And we want others to know that's the right example to set for others.
Well, I don't know, in my moments of valor, I was just doing my job as a combat medic. I went into the kill zone 10 times. The kill zone is the enemy shooting at my men and my men shooting at the enemy, and the only two things that can happen is the person that I'm trying to rescue is going to get killed or captured. I rescued 10 Americans and 1 Vietnamese interpreter who was wounded 3 times. I don't know which moment might be the moment that you're speaking about, but my main reason for getting in there and getting them out was I was concentrating on how many people I could get safely back to the United States of America.